Hello, my name is Radwa Ali, and I am the director of the Roxbury Public Library. I have been here in Roxbury since 2017. And a little bit about my background, I actually started working in public libraries when I was 14 years old as a volunteer. I began shelving, and then my hometown library hired me to shelve, and then I think I did such a good job that they put me at the circulation desk, and over the next few years, I ended up working the front desk, children's desk, did a whole bunch of different things before finishing college, and then going into grad school for library science. I love my career, I love my job, and I really believe in what I do. So I'm very fortunate in that sense. And I will say that libraries are very meaningful for me because as a child, the library was always a haven. I was actually an immigrant and spoke no English when we first moved to this country. I was 7 years old when we came to America, and we didn't have a lot of money, but the library was always there for me. It didn't matter that, I never owned a book as a child, and had to really learn English the hard way. But I did, and the library was always there for me. So I really credit the public library for that. One thing that I really like about our community in Roxbury, I love how there's such a great spirit of volunteerism here in Roxbury. Uh, People really like to volunteer and to help out. There's that spirit here. I think if there's any VIPs in this town, it's the people that are involved, the people that are always giving of themselves, whether it's time or treasure, but honestly, mostly it's both. I'm really privileged because as a public librarian, as a library director, I actually get to work with a lot of those people, and I get to see that, every single day. And it's really nice. It's nice to experience that, just to work with people that love their town so much and really want to do good, that they're constantly out there lending a hand, which is just great. I also really like how economically diverse Roxbury is. It's possible for someone just starting out to purchase their first home here. You don't have to have a six-figure income to thrive in Roxbury. And I really like that there's this range of people here. And finally, it's just really nice to see that we are becoming a little bit more diverse every year. I love stories, obviously. And uh, when you're in a room with people from different walks of life, whether it's, a different job, different family types, ethnicities, religions, you name it, those differences make for some really, really awesome stories. So I think we can learn a lot from each other this way, and put a lot of different people from different backgrounds in a room, and it just makes for a much more interesting day, honestly. So in terms of community, the simplest definition of community is a bunch of people that have something in common. The most basic attribute of that in Roxbury is that, we all have a connection to Roxbury and that we all care about Roxbury. Now, people create all manner of communities. There's the church community, there's the high school band parent community, right? There's the folks that are really into Rotary, folks that are very passionate about their small business, or people that love Minecraft, people that love Dungeons and Dragons. There are countless different communities within Roxbury, as within any town. Um, and they're as varied and as diverse as the people and the passions that fuel them. So the public library is in a really interesting position because it's our job to serve everyone. A good library has something in it for everyone. Um, Reading doesn't come naturally to you? Sure, we have comic books and movies. Interested in art? We have classes and how-to guides on drawing cartoons. Love chess? Join the chess club. Uh, got laid off from work? Get certified in something on LinkedIn Learning and have your resume looked at by one of our online tutors. Um, and you can do that in your pajamas at home. So, overwhelmed with a newborn baby, come to one of our story times and bond with other parents who are probably also overwhelmed with their kids. Um, so, a good library has something for everyone. So, that's a big part of what I feel a library has to do to keep being a good library. We need to tap into as many communities as possible and make the library accessible to those people. So if we're not actively meeting the needs of the gardening lovers or the sappy romantic lovers, you know, then I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you and get to know you and, come up with ways that the library can serve you because that's what we're all about. Um, so long as what you're passionate about doesn't hinder someone else's right to enjoy and benefit from the library, we're pretty much game to anything. Um, so as far as pressing needs, there's a lot. There's a lot happening in the world. And there's a lot. I think what we really need right now, and of course we all could use lower gas prices, of course. But beyond that, I think what we really need right now is empathy. Um, we need to be a little bit more understanding of each other, differences in people, different ideas. You watch or read the news, even just reading the comments on local articles, it can be exhausting and it can be very disheartening, because so often it seems like we've forgotten what it's like to walk a mile in someone else's shoes. We get so bogged down in what I think and what I want and what it's like for me, and I want this and I want this and this should be it and you can't do that and it has to be this. We get really bogged down with that, and it's like we forget that other people have a right to think what they want to think, and that other people have a right to exist. And that can be very difficult, just living in the times that we live in now. So the library, because we are this gathering spot, we're this community gathering place, physically, online community, we're here to bring people together regardless of differences. So it puts us in a very interesting position, within in light of all the what's happening in the world. um you know we thrive on differences, we thrive on diverse points of view and diverse ideas, and of course diverse collections. We try to be a safe and welcoming place. We will welcome you regardless of who you are. The public library welcomes you regardless of your net worth. Okay? We welcome you no matter what religion you practice, if even any. Um, whether you're 2 or 102, whether you're disabled, a single parent, or a family of 10, whether you're straight or gay, whether you're a daughter of the American Revolution or a first generation immigrant like me. Everyone is welcome in the public library. Obviously, we do have some rules. You have to wear a shirt for one. Most importantly, we just ask that you be kind. I think we can all follow that. I think no matter who you are, no matter what your politics are, no matter what, I think we can all agree that being kind is important. It's the golden rule, right? Love thy neighbor as thyself. Respect everyone's right to read. Respect everyone's right to exist. Respect the ideas. That ideas are meant to be shared. They're meant to be looked at and discussed. Uh, Ideas and books, you can agree, you can disagree, you can argue about them, you can debate them, you can persuade and learn from them, change your mind, change your mind again. Uh, don't change your mind, but just simply listen to a different perspective. Reading builds empathy, and reading builds critical thinkers. I think that whether people realize it or not, um, the freedom to read and the freedom to form your own opinions, um, I think that's in great jeopardy right now. Um, you want a recipe for a weaker community, start banning books. Um, you want a strong and healthy community, read banned books. uh, the public library is a true symbol of democracy. It really, to me, is the most democratic of institutions that we have in our country. It's a social contract that we create with ourselves, with each other, uh, that no matter your place in the world, no matter who you are, no matter your background, you are allowed to and you're encouraged to learn and read what you want, what you love. Where else can you go that doesn't care who you are, doesn't care how much money you have, doesn't care where you've come from, doesn't care how old you are, doesn't ask that you do anything to be there, but only asks what the library itself can do to help you. And central to that is the freedom to read, the freedom to learn, the freedom to explore different ideas. And I really worry that that essential freedom is under attack. So, what is the library doing about it? We will always defend your right to read. We will always defend your right to access ideas and your right to form your own opinions. Our doors are open 7 days a week, and we welcome everyone in Roxbury because the library belongs to you. It belongs to all of you.